everyone, this is Alex of Embertone. I am so pleased to share with the world our beautiful set of recorders. And before I blab on about anything, I thought it would be great to just play around a little bit, so here I go. Let's listen to a different instrument. That was the Soprano recorder. Let's go down a couple notches to the tenor. So this is a really simple instrument. It has all of our experience built into it, though. We've been working on it for a long time. All of the developments we've made over the last 5 years working with instruments like this, and I'm so proud that we were able to pack all of these samples into one really beautiful, really intuitive interface where you could combine instruments if you want to. You can pan, adjust volume. Let's check out the layering. So when you add and combine instruments up here, all of the ranges for each instrument stays totally natural, and it's kind of like having a recorder ensemble. And then there's this really nifty combine mode. And when you do that, what you get, instead of having overlapped instruments, is just one big-ass recorder. It's as if someone has a master recorder that can go from the bass lowest note to the sopranino highest note. So much fun to play these. This is kind of Embertone's sweet spot. It's where we started out. We recorded a bunch of wind instruments, and Jonathan and I, obsessed with true legato, with having real transitions. And so it feels really great to get back to our roots. And 5 beautiful wind instruments. These are handmade, professional grade recorders, all under one interface in a super configurable way. So we've listened to a lot of the instruments now. Let's hear bass really quick, and then we'll jump into some of the other articulations. And since we just jumped to the lowest end, let's go straight to the other side, Sopranino. Well, that's the Sopranino. All right, so what we've heard so far are the sustains, the legatos. We've heard ornaments, because those could be triggered with a stronger velocity. And we've heard portamentos, which are triggered by a soft velocity legato playing. Really expressive and nice. So yeah, we've heard the long sustains and the legatos and the portamentos. Let's jump straight to some short articulations and check out what those sound like. The articulations work really well together. Let's give that a shot. So you've heard a lot of short articulations now. The trills are really exciting to me. They work in a traditional way, first of all. So if you play the trill key switch, you get trills. But another exciting feature that we've added to this instrument is the trill trigger feature. So if you're playing a note, you could press the trill key switch, and it's a momentary key switch that immediately triggers the trill. So you could play trills either way, with that momentary trigger key switch or just with the traditional sort of key switch mechanism. So really quick, each instrument has panning and volume control. There's also a really nifty tooltip feature, and when you press that, you can scroll over many of these controls and it will explain what's going on. So it's kind of like having the manual within Kontakt. I thought that was really nifty. And then just quickly to go to the configure page, this isn't what the final layout is going to be. We're still working that out. But I can explain what these things do. We have... Actually, before I do that, let's turn these guys off and listen to just the alto. All right, so we have speed response. That is our custom speed script applied to the instrument, and by default, it's off. What we found is when the speed response control is on, the RAM load is really, really high. So basically, what we did as a compromise, when speed response is on, the round robins get turned off. So when you have speed response on, you're only hearing round robin 1. And one of the great features of the recorder is that we did almost every articulation with at least 4 round robins. So what that means is when you play... you get these really subtle differences. It has a nice round robin sort of repetitions, even with the legato. And release samples, you could turn those on and off. We think that it adds quite a bit of realism, but if you don't prefer having release samples, you have control over that. Vibrato speed is controlled from the configure page, so... It's also CC configurable. So as you see here, by default, it's set to CC 14. And you could set these key switches and customize them. You can also customize velocity thresholds. So right now, if I play below a velocity of 13, a transition, it triggers a portamento. And if I play a very, very high velocity on any note, it will trigger an ornament. So that's the basic idea of our recorders. We're really inspired to finally be able to share this with you guys, because we've been working on it, like I said, for a really long time. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Check out our site for more information. We're going to have lots of demos posted and specs for the instrument, all kinds of details. All right, peace out, guys.